93. Now, there are 2 trade offers here. I'm just going to lay them out for you. One of them is the Rams, which we're just not going to do. That's just off the table.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
Yeah, that's just off the table. They don't get to trade back in and be involved in things.
Nope.
The other one is the Washington football team.
Or the Commanders? What are the Commanders commanding?
They're commanding not anything great. It's pick 93 and pick 262. So they want Mr. Irrelevant. They're going to give us pick 113 and a 4th round pick in 2023.
Oh,
kick them out, man. No, thank you.
I love it. All right, we're good. We're good, Dan. We're good. We're out of that situation there. And here's the board. Here's best available. This is what we got up here now. So
I might have made a mistake. Khalil Shakir.
You see Khalil Shakir sitting here right now at this point. Okay. Why? What are you saying, John?
I'm just saying there's a lot of wide receiver depth, and I think
there are. That's why I wouldn't have. That's why I wouldn't have went there in that. And again, we're just disagreeing friendly. Like
yeah,
this
whatever.
Is why
owner, you're supposed to have your GMs back. And
hey man, no man, we throw you under the bus. Like that's what Jed York does, man. It's just like, are you trying to win with class or are you trying to win? Like, come on, man. Like, let's get on. I felt it. No. But that's the thing is that I felt like this wide receiver market was very saturated, and in terms of there's a lot of great players here. And when you look at a Khalil Shakir at this point, it's really actually crazy when you think about that, because I think that he fits the 49ers mold, all those things. And again, the 49ers are going to address the wide receiver position in this draft. Like, let's not sugarcoat things, because as of right now, they only have 3 wide receivers under contract. Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and Ray McLeod. Now, Juwan Jennings still hasn't signed his tender. I fully expect him to be back, but now you're talking about 4. And now you have to find a way. Again, when John talks about if somebody gets injured, you're in a bad spot. You're in a very bad spot. So again, it's all about finding all of those fits and things like that. So there's plenty of wide receivers to be had here. It's not a bad pick with John. It's just, again, I would have waited just a little bit longer, in my opinion. That's all. What do we have as best player available right now?
So best player available is Sam Williams out of Mississippi. The edge rusher out of Mississippi. He's still on the board. After
no
that,
way he makes it that far.
I would agree with you on that.
He's got that sexual assault.
Oh, that's right. There is that. There is the off the field thing. So that is possible.
Film wise, I agree. I agree.
Greg Dulcich out of tight end of the UCLA. Alec Lindstrom, the center out of Boston College. Nicholas Petit-Frere out of Ohio State. Kirby Joseph, safety out of Illinois. Justin Ross out of Clemson. Verone McKinley. Caleb Ellaby. Excuse me there. And then we have Calvin Austin III, Isaiah Thomas, edge out of Oklahoma, Channing Tindall, Matt Waletzko, offensive tackle North Dakota, Tyler Beatty, Jake Ferguson, Cade Otton, Eric Uzukanma, Bailey Zappi, James Cook, Darian Kennard, and then we start getting further and further down.
So we both made the same face at the same time.
I could get everybody mad right now and take James Cook. I could get everybody mad and just take it. No.
This is true. It isn't your podcast, but there's no way you should be taking a running back here in the 3rd. You guys know better than this.
No. We do.
They're not going to do it again.
I know for a fact that Kyle Shanahan watched James Cook's tape and was just like, oh my God, can we find a way to get our hands? But look, we're in the interest of keeping it where the board lays and things like that. Look, you guys are right. Williams has those things, but we're going to pick the best player on the board right now. And if he slides to this position, then I would expect the 49ers to have done their due diligence. But I will tell you this. If he slid this far and the 49ers passed on them, it's because they've done their due diligence and because they care more about players and what they have going on, right? Like, I think they got burned after the Reuben Foster thing. That's somebody that they wanted super bad, right? So literally in the same draft, you have the parallels of the one guy that you know is not going to be a problem, Solomon Thomas, ever. And then you took a chance and you swung on Reuben Foster, who ended up being a problem. So how much is that really shaped the way the 49ers really look at some of these guys, right? And the interview process. And exactly. I agree. And the one thing that I think I learned at the combine when we were talking about evaluating players is the human factor. The one thing you can't really scout, okay? You can scout measurables, how fast they are, how high they jump, how they look on tape. But what's the human quality and how much do you put in stock of that? And I think the 49ers really do put a huge stock in that, because they don't want to have guys who are going to be in problems off the field. And if you are, you're out of here. But at the same time, how much of that should really go into what you're doing if the player can develop, if you feel like the player can help you. So that's the dichotomy the 49ers have. Let's just say right now, and this is, again, it's not my podcast, but we're going to do best player available. If Sam Williams is there, that's it. You take him right now, and you take him immediately. So you've addressed the wide receiver position with a great prospect that John has had, but now you've got Williams here, which I don't believe that he'll fall. From everything that the NFL has told me in the last few years in terms of the way that they look at off the field stuff, I don't think he's going to fall that far. Maybe some teams will pass on him because they don't want the headache. But I kind of noticed the way that the NFL owners and the teams are, right? Like, look, Deshaun Watson got paid. You know why? He's a great player. Do we know what's going on off the field?
Yeah.
No. Does that look sketchy? Yes. But you take a chance on guys like that, right? Because it's a high reward, right? And you feel like as an organization can always rein those guys in. At the same time, if we're just talking about straight up on the field tape stuff, because we can't quantify all that stuff, I haven't had the chance to talk to Sam Williams. I don't know what the hell his story is. I don't know what's going on. But if we're talking about fit and all that stuff, this really makes this pick easy for me because Sam Williams is way underdrafted at this point.
4.4640 at 260 pounds.
No, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Wait, is that good?
Yeah.
So I'll take Sam Williams here, and I will take it with the easiest answer, and I will give you that's the cop-out answer because he's up there, and that's just, if he does fall to this team, I think that even if they had concerns with what's going on off the field, you still have to swing on that pick, and you still have to try to see if you can develop that stuff. So I'll take Sam Williams here.
Just want to say thanks for watching and supporting the 49ers Rush podcast channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so in the middle of the screen now. And here are a few extra videos if you want to check that out for some more 49ers content. Just want to say thank you. And as always, stay strong, faithful.